Okay. Good evening. So, am I audible? So, without delay, can we start our discussion? So, guys, so what's the discussion topic? One second. Okay. So, what's the discussion topic? The discussion topic is our September 24 RTP, right? So let's quickly discuss. And let me say, even if you have not revised the entire portion of auditing, it's fine. Let's just revise the questions. Through the questions, the topics we will revise. Okay. So I will keep the explanation mainly in English because of two reasons. One, there are a lot of students who don't know Malayalam. And second thing is, as you already know, the main issue with respect to auditing is language. So the keywords, etc. So I will keep the explanation in English. Okay. So if all okay, come on, guys, let's start. Um, and I think all okay from my side. Can you give me a green signal? Audio and video? Okay. Okay. So just because it's it's raining, that's fine. Yes. So guys, this is the RTP. Okay. So those who have, you can take. Otherwise, you can just see on the screen. Keep replying. Okay. Keep replying. Just the options. You just keep replying. So we will start with the MCQ. As you already know, 30 marks is MCQ for our exams and 70 marks is the descriptive part. In the MCQ, we have two types of MCQ. One is integrated MCQ. Integrated means given a paragraph followed by questions. Okay. And then we have individual MCQs. So we'll start with the which MCQ? The case study MCQ. Okay. Okay. So I'll just read the question while we are reading. See, I'm not just reading the question. I will be just analyzing the provisions also. Okay. So kindly read with me. Pluto Limited is engaged in manufacturing and distribution of furniture. After COVID, as large number of people working from home has gone up. This customizable range of home furniture has gained a lot of importance. They were able to perform very well over the years, and same has been reflected in FS. That's just the story. During the year 2023-24, Messrs. Saha and Associate were reappointed as the auditor. The new engagement team has CA Saha, partner, and 5 article assistants. Given the large volume of transaction, partner instructed the article assistants to review the FS and auditor's report from previous year to gain a thorough understanding. Again, it's the story. While reviewing the summary page, one of the article, Kabir, noticed a few points under discussion with the partner before finalizing. Okay, the first one, okay, with respect to employee benefit expenses. This is one of the item in P&L account, employee benefit expenses. The employee benefit expenses recorded in the books were actually incurred during the relevant period. Can you please reply? What is the auditor or the article trying to do? whether it has been actually incurred during the relevant period. Ada, you can keep on replying in the chat box, okay? Whether it has been actually incurred. Very good. We are seeing the assertions. You remember, assertions are there in two topics. I mean, it's there in essay 500 as well as it is there in another chapter. Which chapter? Audit of items in FS. Okay. Now, which assertion is the auditor and the article trying to see in this particular point? Whether employee benefit expenses recorded in the books were actually incurred during the year. Incurred. Incurred. Whether it has actually incurred. Nadannittundo. Incurred during the year. Whether it taken place. Ah, very good. It is occurrence. Right. Now, whether the expenses in respect of all personals have been accounted for. And now, whenever the word all comes, usually it is which assertion? Nothing has been omitted. All has been accounted. Nothing has been omitted. Which one? Usually when the word all comes, it is completeness. So that you can note, whenever that word all comes, generally it is completeness. Nothing has been omitted. Now, the expenses recognized during the period pertaining to the current accounting period. Whatever has been incurred belongs to the current year. Which assertion? It is not of the previous year. It's not of the ensuing period. It belongs to the year of audit. Now, this is cut off. So here, three assertions we are trying to establish. One, occurrence. Second, completeness. And third, cutoff. These assertions are with respect to account balance, class of transaction, or disclosure. Which one? Employee benefit expenses. So it is assertions with respect to, very good, class of transactions, P&L account. But if this is clear, okay, can we go to the next? Okay. Now the next one. It was also noted that the dividend to the equity shareholders for the year 22-23 was declared on 15/4/23, was recognized as a liability in the year 23 itself. I mean 22-23 itself. And now there is one accounting standard as well as there is one standard on auditing which should come to your mind. Can you say which AS and which SA should come to your mind? It is declared after balance sheet date. Whenever you see a date after balance sheet date, which AS? AS4. AS4 is events occurring after balance sheet date. As per AS4, two types of events are there, right? It can be adjusting or it can be non-adjusting. Can someone say, is this an adjusting or a non-adjusting event? I'll come back to essay. This is an example of adjusting means it should be there as on the balance sheet date. It's not there. It is only occurred or declared after balance sheet date. Right? So it is an example of a non-adjusting event. Once it is a non-adjusting event, it should be, is it adjusted or disclosed? As per your AS4, it should be disclosed. Where? In financial statements. This is the provision of your AS4. Now, as an auditor, which essay will apply? As an auditor, we have to check whether it has been adjusted or disclosed. It will be as per SA 560. And whenever in the question, okay, not just this question, any question, if there is a date in the question after balance sheet date, think of whether it is AS4 and SA 560, right? Here you saw a date after 31st March. So conclusion is it should be disclosed in the FS because it is a non-adjusting event. So can we proceed? Okay. Another article, Krish, noticed that debtors constitute a major component of company's FS. And before even proceeding, can you say whenever there is a debtor, as an auditor, how will you obtain the evidence? You can check the sales invoice, you can check the subsequent collections from them, but the main procedure is external confirmation. Okay. Now, wait. Let's read the next sentence. As a part of the audit procedure, auditor requested the client to obtain external confirmation. And which essay came to your mind? Essay 505. For this, the list of debtors were obtained and you remember in essay 530, there are different methods of sampling. Random sampling, systematic selection, monetary, okay? Random sampling was performed by the auditor. The client directly obtained the selected debtor confirmation from the customers on time. Now I have two questions. And ask me, no, what is my question? Put a question mark. No, oh, come on, guys. Question number 1 is, can client generally obtain confirmation or is it auditor who has to obtain confirmation? Auditor or client? Very good. Confirmation has to be obtained by the auditor. You know why? As per SA 505. Okay. External confirmation is a direct written response to the auditor by confirming party. First one. Second question is, when you select the debtors, okay, will you do random sampling always? Or will you select significant debtors? But a random sampling means here and there, pick and choose. Or mainly we will select significant high risk. Generally, we will go to significant debtors. Okay. Now, we have analyzed that. Let that para take rest. Let's proceed to the next part. Okay. Next. Krish also observed addition in the assets amounting to 50 lakhs during the year, supported by sufficient audit evidence. However, on scrutiny, it was found that some invoices were not in the name of the company. Asset, is it account balance, class of transaction or disclosure? A, B, C, D. Is it account balance, class of transaction, disclosure? It is account balance. So which assertion is being violated here? They bought the asset, but some assets were not in the name of the company. Very good. They are violating. It's not existence. Existence means ondo, irukka, whether it's there. It's not that. It's not in their name, meaning they don't have the right to use. So it is mainly rights or obligation. And whenever you get a question with respect to assertion, first figure out whether it is P&L account or balance sheet. Then think. Okay. Further, cash and cash equivalents were classified with the cash and cash equivalents. I hope you guys know Schedule 3 requirements. In that, they were classified under bank, check, demand draft. Will all these come under cash equivalents, bank balance, drafts, cash on hand? Answer is yeah. Yes, it comes under cash equivalents. But will this unpaid dividend come under cash equivalents? Answer is no. And now, see, I just don't want to rush through the question, okay? So I just wanted to explain whatever are the concepts in that particular para. Are we clear with the question as well as the interpretation? Okay. Now, guys, it will be like a piece of cake. What? Question. Chalo, Pogalama, can we go? Proceed? What? Right? So, guys, ball is in your court. Put the goal. Ada, I hope you guys remember all the things which we analyzed. Okay? First, I won't say the answer, you have to type. Which among the following assertions are discussed with respect to the employee benefit expenses? Measurement, occurrence, cutoff, completeness. See, in the above we said occurrence, completeness, cutoff. So the answer is occurrence, completeness, cutoff. So answer is B. Measurement we didn't say. So answer is okay. Second, whether disclosure of dividend under the liability head during the year is appropriate. See, what did we say? Dividend, whether it has to be provided or disclosed, dividend has to be only disclosed because it is only a non-existing event, whereas they provided as a liability. Is it correct, guys? No, it's not correct. Okay. So which is the correct option? Is it appropriate? Answer is no. Which no is correct? Amount should be equally distributed in year. Amount should not be recognized, disclosed. The answer is very good. Answer is C. Why? It should be disclosed. Third, Krish pointed out that the method followed to obtain debtors' confirmation in the previous year was not accordance with SA 505. Therefore, Messrs. Saha and Associate should re-perform the same in the correct manner. Now, you remember, they obtain confirmation through the clients. Plus, they use the random sampling. Now, which is the correct option? You can read and let me know. Okay, I'm reading slow, so others you can start reading and let me know the correct option in the chat box. As per 505, confirmation should be directly obtained by the auditor. Further, all significant accounts on the date should be necessarily collected. For small accounts, random sampling. Seems to be correct, but wait. It's okay to obtain confirmation through client. Cut, don't read rest. Confirmation should be obtained directly by auditor. Very good. Whereas random sampling, no. You have to select significant. Even though first sentence was right, second is wrong. Either auditor or client. No. So the answer is A. Okay. Fourth one. Which assertion has been affected in case of fixed asset? You remember they bought fixed asset, but it was not in the name of the company. So it is rights and obligation. Now, when you heard about this, anything else came to your mind? It's not in the name of the company. Caro, clause number 1. title deeds, whether it is in the name of the company. I'm just saying, Caro is like wherever you go, I'm here. So kindly give due importance to Caro. Okay. For those who have missed out Caro, 2 hours, 2 hours, 45-minute session is there in the YouTube. You can check out. Last one. Okay. Cash and cash equivalents were not properly classified by the client. Which of the following is incorrect disclosure of the same? Cash and cash equivalents. Equivalents will include bank, demand draft, etc. So which is incorrect? Answer is D. Okay. So guys, how was the question number 1? Are we clear? So kindly take rest for 1 minute. Okay. So basically, I would like to advise you one thing. So you can take rest. Let me advise you during that rest time. When I have gone through the RTP for the September 24 attempt, what I found out was it was kind of easy, comparatively easy. But May 24 RTP, okay, it was a little bit more challenging when compared to this. So it's just my humble advice. If time permits, it has to permit. Please go through May 24 RTP also. It is again available in the YouTube. Just check out. Okay. So May 24 RTP as well as May 24 MTP, both were really, really good. At times, what we have seen is they don't ask that RTP question for that exam. They will ask, or they may ask previous RTP in the current attempt. Can you acknowledge? Both RTP and MTP of May 24 is available. Just check out in the YouTube. What is the doubt? See, generally speaking, random sampling we don't use for big debtors. Significant debtors we have to see. Significant means it is material. Material debtors we have to see. Whereas for insignificant debtors, meaning putty debtors, small amounts, we may use random sampling. Ganesh, are we clear? So guys, can we proceed? Okay. So now it's like general MCQ. 3 questions are there, individual MCQ. Okay. Very easy questions. Now let's discuss. But while discussing, I'm not only concentrating on the question, but also on the provision, and we'll be explaining also. Okay. Yeah. CA Chatur provides accounting and bookkeeping services to Shiv Ganga Limited. He also offered audit of accounts to Shiv Ganga Limited. Which threat to independence may be involved in accepting such engagement? He's like a monster. He himself does the audit, plus he is doing the bookkeeping services. So it is self-review. Now, can we have a revision of these other threats? Answer is B here. When does a self-interest threat come? When self-interest threat comes? Self-interest threat comes when money. Something related to financial, okay, or potential employment. Say, for example, from this client only, you are getting 70% of your fees. Without this client, you cannot survive. So that is self-interest. So familiarity. When does a familiarity threat come? Familiarity threat comes when there is a close relationship. Wait, if it is a close business relationship, which threat will come? But I'm asking you, close business relationship. If it is a business relationship, it is for money. Then it is self-interest. Here, close relationship means like a relative, friends, where you have more of sympathy, empathy, emotional. Now, when does advocacy threat comes? Mainly, advocacy threat comes when you are what? We are promoting the clients. Like we are helping the clients to issue shares, develop the website. But guys, if you are assisting the clients in financials, it is not advocacy. It will be, if it is financial related, you are helping the clients, then it will be self-review. Do you understand the difference? Usually, at times, students are confused with advocacy and self-review. How to bifurcate? Self-review will come mainly when it is FS related. We are the auditors and we are also doing the FS related work. Like here, see, bookkeeping services. Whereas advocacy will come when it is not directly relating to FS. Like we are helping them to issue shares, developing the website, appearing for a litigation, like that. May I have your reply whether you understood all the 4 threats? But one more threat is there, which they have not given it over here. ED. Client is debtoring you. Which threat? Intimidation. Okay. So I hope you had a revision of that topic. Right. So here the answer is, don't be misguided. I was just discussing. Here the answer is B. Okay. Next one. CA Sargun is conducting statutory audit of branch of KBC Bank. During the course of audit, it was noticed that one borrower has availed housing loan and car loan from the branch. Housing loan EMI is overdue for 120 days. Car loan is overdue for 60 days. Which of the following is correct? If it is 120 days, it will become dash. More than 90 days, meaning housing loan will become NPA. Whereas car loan, it is only 60 days. Is it a NPA or PA? So basically, if you see that a loan, it is PA. But in bank audit, there is a provision. NPA classification is it borrower wise or is it facility wise? It is borrower wise and not facility wise. So once a facility to a borrower becomes NPA, then all the facility to that borrower will be NPA, where even if it is properly paid. I'll say in 2 languages. അതായത് ഒരിക്കൽ ഒരു ഫെസിലിറ്റി NPA ആയാൽ ബാക്കി എല്ലാ ഫെസിലിറ്റി NPA ആവും. Once a facility becomes NPA, all other facility becomes NPA. One NPA ஆச்சுன்னா எல்லாமே NPA ஆயிரும். Are we clear? So that's the sentence. Exact sentences. NPA classification is borrower wise and not facility wise. So may I know the correct option? Housing loan should be NPA. How a car loan is standard. Car loan should be NPA. Housing loan standard. Both should be NPA. Both should be standard. So the answer is C. Can we have a recap of NPA norms for 2 minutes? Do you mind it? Okay, come here. Okay, guys, see, just the NPA norms, huh? Nothing more. Asset classification in bank audit. How it is classified? Asset is broadly classified into performing asset, or you call it as standard asset, or we call it as NPA. Now, performing asset or standard asset is again subdivided into two. It can be standard regular. We are paying it without much of default. Or it can be SMA. Some issue there. Special mention account. Now, SMA is again subdivided into SMA 0, SMA 1, SMA 2. Don't read it as SMA 1, 2, 3. No, it's SMA 0, 1, 2. Now, what is the difference between this? Standard regular means low risk. It's being paid properly. SMA 0 means some kind of default is happening, little default, okay? Meaning they are showing stress signal. Oh. SMA 1 means what? Outstanding. O/S is outstanding, huh? 31 to 60 days. Now, SMA 2 means outstanding for how much? 61 to 90 days. Alright, guys. What if more than 90 days? Which SMA will come? It's not SMA. Now it will go after 90 days, it will go to NPA. Is it on 90th day or 91st day NPA? 91st day. Okay. So 91st day till 90 days, it is SMA 2. 90. 91st, it will go to NPA. Now in NPA, again they have divided into how many? 3. What are those? Substandard, doubtful, loss. Substandard means it's NPA up to how many months? 12 months. After 12 months, from substandard, they will reclassify it to doubtful. Loss means it's like irrecoverable. It has to be written off, like a bad debt. Are we clear with respect to asset classification? Last one, we'll end with this discussion. For the purpose of provisioning norms, okay, for the purpose of provisioning, 0.4, that provisioning norms, doubtful is divided into doubtful 1, doubtful 2, doubtful 3. Less than 1 year, 1 to 3 years, you remember more than 3 years. That is for the purpose of what? Provisioning. Satano, are we clear? All set? Achucho, I have lost the flow. Why did we come to these discussions now? Array guys, it's raining and I lost the flow here. Which question? Question number 7. It was bank audit. So we thought we'll revise that. Okay. Last is the simplest question. Oh, come on here. What's this? Sagar Finance Corporation Limited is a government company. The audit of the company is conducted by auditors appointed by C&AG. Who is empowered to conduct supplementary audit? By the way, audit of different entities. Areva, so who said it's A? Come on, guys. Government company means it's not central government. It is C&AG. No. See, who is empowered? They have asked you who is empowered, who has the power to conduct. Guys, come on. You said where difficult question, you said all correct. This is simplest question, guys. So it's എടാ ആർക്കാണ് പവർ ഉള്ളത്? Tell me. Is it C&AG or an auditor appointed by C&AG to conduct? Arka power? Power is for C&AG. He will appoint another auditor. Who is empowered is the question. So power is for the C&AG. C&AG may appoint another person to conduct supplementary audit. So Liana, answer is B. C&AG. They will appoint another auditor. That's different. Here they are asking empowered. So guys, when we said like this, since you made a mistake, small punishment. Come on, let's revise. Which chapter was that? Flower. Which chapter was it? Government audit, different types of entities. In that, which audit? Hotel, hospital. In that, it is government audit. Okay. Now, in that, we'll revise two concepts very quickly, 5 minutes. Role of C&AG. You know, in the flow, there are 4 roles for C&AG. You know what are the 4 roles for C&AG? First, it's a flow, guys. First, you will appoint C&AG will appoint the auditor. Once appointed, C&AG will say, do like this, do like that. He will give the instructions, directions. Even after giving the directions, if it is not satisfied, C&AG is empowered. That's what we did now. Supplementary audit. The supplementary audit has to be done within dash days of completion. Within how many days? 60 days. C&AG also has the right to conduct test audit. Once appointed, directions, not satisfied, supply, test audit. This is what a role of C&AG. Are we clear? If so, one more very important thing in government audit is expenditure audit. Okay, one of the most important topic. Expenditure audit has how many components? Expenditure audit has totally 5. Eda, can we play? I will ask you, tell me which expenditure audit it falls into. Come on, playtime. C&AG will check whether the expense is economical, efficiency, effectiveness. 3 E's they will check. Which is that? It is performance audit. Now, whether it is properly authorized by competent authority, which expenditure audit it falls into? Yeah, audit of sanction. Very good. Continue, guys. Life is a race. Run. Now, whether it is infructuous or particular people. Infructuous means it's exorbitant. Propriety audit. Now, whether it meets the appropriation made. It is audit of provision. And which one did I leave off in this? Very good. Audit against rules and orders. So both these topic in government audit is very important. So that's why I thought we'll just revise. How's it, guys? With that, we have finished the RTP plus some revisions of topics. MCQ is done. Is that clear? So kindly take rest for 2 minutes. Then we will start off with the descriptive. Those who are attending live in YouTube, all okay? So guys, let's chit chat for 2 minutes. How's things going? Studies going on in the full swing? Let's chat for 1 minute before we start descriptive. All going good? Are you able to meet the mentoring schedules? Already presentation tips, I have put some videos. Did you see? Yesterday also I've put some YouTube video, how to identify. Again, I will be putting, okay? Really stressed out, pedia. There is no point in saying pedia. Pedi means I'm afraid. See, just do the process. I don't know whether Aishwarya, you had watched that 4 minutes video which I had put 4 days back. Actually, a lot of students was saying about this. Why are you why are you getting afraid? Mainly because you're thinking about the exams. Right now, don't think about the exams. Think only about the route. Okay. As I said, okay, just imagine, okay, we are going to climb a tree, okay, tree top. You're just looking at the tree top and climbing. We will fall down, alle. So guys, we are driving a car. We are just thinking about the destination. We will hit the car somewhere. Like that, when you study, if you just think about the examination, then studies might not happen in the correct way. So don't think about the destination now, but think about the route, the journey. Just try, guys. If you try that, I'm 100% sure that you guys will succeed. For that, you have to put some conscious effort. எவ்வளோ பண்ணிட்டோம் இது பண்ண மாட்டோமா? We have done so much. Why can't you do this? Come on, guys. ആനയ്ക്ക് ആനയുടെ വില അറിഞ്ഞൂടാ അതുപോലെയാ. Okay. So you guys don't know your value. So just dig up, just move out the negative, be positive. So with those words, can we go to descriptive? Okay. Regarding the descriptive questions, right? Regarding the descriptive, they have given just one question each chapter. So will you mind if I revise few topics here and there like we did for MCQ? Okay, fine. So chapter number 1, okay. What is chapter number 1? Nature, objective, scope of audit, okay. In that, basically it is essay 200. Other topics are also there. So first let's do the question. What is the question? Okay, read the question, guys. Christy, Kriti, sorry. A CA student has joined articles in a reputed audit firm. She considers audit engagement to be an assurance engagement. But is this sentence correct or incorrect? Audit engagement is an assurance engagement. Is it correct or incorrect? Answer is audit, we give a reasonable assurance. So audit is an assurance engagement. It is correct. Her understanding is that audit engagement is the only kind of assurance engagement in which practitioner gives a written assurance report in appropriate form. Is this sentence correct or incorrect? Is it only an assurance engagement? Is audit only? No, there are other also like review, SRE, assurance, SAE. However, her friend Soumya does not agree with her. She is of the view that assurance engagement are not restricted to audit alone. Besides, Soumya also thinks assurance engagement can also relate to other historical financial information. Who appears to be correct? State with reasons. Eda, is Christy or Soumya correct? It is Soumya. Now, I don't want you to just say Soumya is right. I wanted you to say, how will you present for the exam if it is a 4 marks or 3 marks question? And can you start with a heading? I'm saying the presentation. Just put a heading, no? What heading? Assurance engagement. Now, first, what will you write? We can write audit is an. They have started with that. Audit is an what engagement? Assurance engagement. However, what? It is not limited to audit alone. There are other engagement also, like what? Review, assurance. Where audit and review. In audit and review, we are seeing historical financial. In assurance, you are seeing other than historical financial, where you see prospective financial statements or even internal control. Now, what is the difference here? Main differences with respect to level of assurance. Am I right? See, in review, you are giving a reasonable alla. In review, it is only a limited assurance. Whereas in audit, it is reasonable. Whereas in prospective financial information, you are checking whether it is prepared as per the assumption. In internal control, you are checking whether it is operating effectively. All these, you will write it in the provision para. Now, towards the end, what will you write? In the given case, okay? You can write, in the given case, Christie's view is like this. Conclusion, therefore. Who's right? View of Soumya is correct. No need to quote essay 200 here. Who asked me? And no need to quote 200 here. Don't quote unnecessarily, Kutta. Markable. So guys, there are 5 standards as such. SA, SRE, SAE, SRS, SQC. There are 3 assurance standards. SA, SRE, SAE. 1 non-assurance standard, SRS. one other than engagement standard. Hey, can someone reply? One other than engagement standard. Which one? SQC. Very good. Which standard will apply if you are engaged to give a compilation report? SRS. Which standard will apply for interim FS? SRE. Review. Are we clear? Okay. So that's about the chapter number 1. Okay. See, I'm not showing the answer of RTP because that you can do it yourself. There is no point in just showing that PDF and underlining. I will write and you will say, we'll discuss like this and go. Is that okay? Okay. Can we go to chapter 2? Chapter 2 is Audit Strategy Planning Program. May I know which essay is addressed in chapter 2? Yeah, in chapter 2, basically, it is essay, correct. It is essay 300. So can we have a small recap of 300? In essay 300, planning, okay. First, it starts how P. What is P? Preliminary engagement activity. Now just think of the situation. A client comes. They look, a client is coming. Hi, how are you? Now first you will dash and dash the client. What? Accept and continue the client. That's fine. Whether I will be able to comply with the, what is this here? Comply with the ethical requirements. Okay. Once complied with the ethical requirements, give the letter. No. What letter? Engagement letter. So, agreeing on the terms of engagement. So, all these three together, you call it as P, preliminary engagement activity. So, you have said hi to the client, you have accepted, ethical requirement followed, you have given him the engagement letter. Now, start the planning activity. In planning, first, what to do or how to do? It's what to do. What to do is called as audit strategy. How to do is called as audit plan. So this picture should come to your mind when you think about essay 300. Now something outside essay 300 but related to 300. Okay, something called as audit program. That's a step-by-step procedure. And guys, careful, they can ask you to draft the audit program. So study that structure. So I hope you got a kutti recap of chapter 2. Eda, it's just an advice again. I've put almost for every chapter, okay, except 1 or 2 chapters. For every chapters, I've put summary videos, okay, 10 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes. You can again go through that. So now let's go with question. CAN, the engagement partner of LPS and associate, is planning for audit of large company. Very good. As a part of P, the preliminary engagement activity, he wants to ensure compliance with the independent requirement is adhered. how shall he form a conclusion that audit firm complies with independent requirements? See, guys, when I take the classes, okay, whether it is recorded or whatever it is, usually in the classes, what I do is I complete chapter 11, then only come to chapter 2. You know why? All these points are actually explained in chapter 11. Chapter 11, ethics and terms of engagement. Okay. Now, may I know the answer? Let me just see what you will say, then I will discuss. How he will see that the firm complies with the independence requirement. 5 phrases should come to your mind. 5 words which always comes together. First step, independence. I will be biased here. Oh my God. First step, identify whether there is any confidentiality. Objectivity is not independence, Liana. It is ethical requirement, Kutta. Independence is first identify whether there is any threat. So you need to evaluate. Once you think there is a threat, okay, you have to see whether there is any breaches. Breaches means there is some issue. If you think there is a threat, okay, you have to safeguard. To safeguard, meaning to eliminate only, okay? To eliminate, you have to take an appropriate action. Now, if you are unable to take appropriate action, you will withdraw from engagement. If you withdraw from engagement, before you withdraw or do not accept, whatever it is, okay? Before you withdraw, you have to see permitted by law and regulations. And those who have attended the class, just acknowledge me. Haven't I said to study these 5 phrases? Let me know. Yes, no. Identify, safeguard, appropriate action. If not, withdraw or see the legal or land and see the legal requirement. I'm sorry, it's and. These 5 will come together. Now, guys, how did you understand, ma'am, it is this? We thought it is something else. See, it's clear. Independent requirement. Independence means you're biased, meaning threat. It's actually related to chapter 11. Are we clear with it? Okay. So let's revise 2 concepts there. And a question is over. Can we revise 2 other concepts? Already 1 concept is over, so only 1 more concept. Already we have revised this, no? So let's not waste 1 concept. Independence is there in 2 things. In dash and dash. It should be there in mind, appearance. Is it and or is it or? It's and. Why? Both. Okay. You want me to discuss one more thing? Eda, can you acknowledge whether audio is audible? Okay. Okay, Eda, ethical requirement. How many ethical requirement is there? 5. And I will not say which requirement. You guys will guess it. Come on, play time. Let's play. Play time. Play. I have communicated with the previous auditor. He's not replying. Which ethical requirement did he violate? He's not giving the report here. What? Professional behavior. He's bringing disrepute, discredit. Sheh. Okay. We did not advise the client on a particular legal matter. Which requirement we violated? Professional competence and due care. Knowingly, you are giving a false report. What is this? Very bad. False report knowingly. It's not confidentiality, it is mainly integrity. Without client's permission or other than as required by law, you are giving the information. Your confidentiality. Which one did I leave off, guys? Objectivity, huh? Are you sure? Okay. Professional behavior I've already written, Neha. So from chapter 2, we have gone to chapter 11. Huh? Okay. So may I have your green signal, whether all okay till here? And give me a second. 1 second, I'll come back. Eda, give me a second. They will make me host. It was changed to them. So just give me a second. I just got them. 1 minute. Sorry. So guys, meanwhile, you can take rest. Just give me 2 minutes. I just got it. Okay. No, no, no. We won't give it up, no? So, wait. So guys, just that I can't on the cam. Is my audio clear? Because unless they make me host, I can't just, yeah. So can you just put a topic so that I'll just speak out? Mm, you asked about the presentation, no? So can I just elaborate that in 1 minute until they come back? Okay. So I'll just say about it. And those who are in YouTube, I hope you can also hear. May I have your reply? YouTube, just video will come in 2 minutes. So meanwhile, I'll just say. See guys, auditing, unlike law and other subject, it is a more general subject. So like fact, provision, conclusion, there is no particular format. Okay. But still, if you have seen that Saumya and what question? First question which we discussed. In that, there was a fact, and in that, there was a conclusion. Why? There was a given case, and we concluded that Saumya is right. Okay. So, in such case, there is a conclusion and fact. But in second question, where we discussed about the independence requirements, we have to identify the threat, safeguard, etc. There is no, come on, there is no conclusion as such. Okay, you have to just write the step-by-step points. So guys, I'm back. So for each chapter, there is a presentation thing which we'll say. So just think what is the question and then come back to the presentation. Okay. So can we continue? All good? Good to go? Break is over. Break is over. Come back to business. Okay. So which question are we supposed to see next? Okay. 10 is over, right? Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is risk assessment and internal control. So in this chapter, which all essays are dealt with? It is basically essay 315. Then we have essay 330, risk assessment. Okay. Materiality is also there, which is 320. Right? Okay. Now let's see what all are here. Other than essays, there are two topics in this chapter, which is internal control, and one more topic is there, IT related, automated environment. And one advice is there, automated environment is easy topic, okay? So don't think it as a villain and don't leave that topic. Will you leave that? Don't leave it. If you feel it is a difficult topic, again in the YouTube, there is a video. Kindly go through. Around 1 hour, it's there. It's a revision. You can see. Okay. So now, come on. Next question. So all those in the YouTube live, can you see me? All good? Can we start? Okay. Come on. Companies are increasingly using data analytics for managing their operation. Auditors can also obtain good results by using data analytics. What are the tools and techniques used by auditors in applying principles of data analytics? And in which area data analytics can be used? Can you say which topic related? It is automated environment. So what are they asking you? The tools and technique used by the auditor to apply data analytics is called as that's right. The tools and technique used by the auditor to apply data analytics is called as CAT, computer assisted audit techniques. Okay. Now, that's the first part. In which all area auditor can use data analytics? See, basically, CAT can be used by the auditor to perform the audit. Example of CAT, IDEA, ACL, Excel, spreadsheet, etc. Now, these can be used by the auditor in what all cases? Even practically, you can say, to select the, no, they're asking you, Nakshatra, practically also, to select the sample, SA 530, from large volume to extract meaningful data, sampling. Then, to do the analytical procedure, like ratios. Then, to evaluate control deficiencies, where all there is weakness. Then, to analyze the journal entries. Then, to re-perform certain procedure. And a recalculation, like depreciations. Finally, to check the completeness of data. So these are the few areas in auditing where we can apply CAT. So are we clear? So guys, may I know the difference between what is data analytics and CAT? Is these two pakka same? Is these two concepts the same? No. See guys, data analytics means it is a method by which you tap large volume of data to obtain meaningful data. That tool used by auditor to apply data analytics is called as CAT. Are we there? Connected? All good? Okay. So guys, in that topic, just one thing I will revise. There are, in automated environment, there are how many types of controls? 3. Can you just say which are those 3 types of controls? Not financial. It can be either general controls, application controls, or IT dependent control. General control means it is pervasive control, indirect control. Application control is specific control. IT dependent control is like a manual control. Okay. So those who ask me to say once more, data analytics എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ, what is data analytics? ഒത്തിരി ഡേറ്റ എന്ന് നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടിയത് എക്സ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുക. From the large volume of data, you are extracting the data which you want. ഒരു ഓഡിറ്റ് ഇത് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ടൂളാണ് ഡേറ്റ അനലിറ്റിക്സ് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ടൂളാണ് CAT. To apply data analytics, auditor use the tools which is called as the CAT. Are we clear? So guys, if all's good, can we go to chapter 4? Chapter 4 is one of the big chapter. Audit evidence, right? Which essay will come to your mind? Which series? 500 series. So if you want me to say which essays are there in chapter 4, start. 500 audit evidence. 501 specific evidence for selected items. 505 external confirmation. 510 initial audit engagement opening balance. 520 analytical procedures. 530 audit sampling. 550 related party. Along with this, one more essay is there, 610, which is using the work of internal auditor. Now, that's the recap of chapter 4 essays. Not the recap, just the essays. So can we go to the questions? Okay. Quality Products Limited is engaged in manufacturing bicycles. As part of manufacturing activity, it sends raw material to some business entity and procures finished components from them. As on 31st March, inventories lying with such business entities are material. Being statutory auditor of quality products, how will you obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence regarding existence and condition of inventory with such business entities? Now, when you hear these words itself, which essay will come to your mind? Very good. 5, not 1. Here, inventories are lying with the whom? Inventories are lying with the third party. So basically, there are two procedures. Either you obtain a come on. First, you will request from the third party, you can request a confirmation. Or you can do other procedures. Now, what are these other procedures? Like, you can send another auditor. Or you can go and inspect. Or you can attend. Or you can check the documents. Or you can obtain the another auditor's report. So that's the answer. So guys, this is the direct answer. But before you start writing this, how will you present for the exam? Put the heading. Heading does not carry any marks. It's just a presentation. Heading, existence and condition of inventory. As per essay or in accordance with essay 501, write the name. Audit evidence, specific consideration for selected item. Auditor has to obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence regarding the inventory. Then you can start writing. So just give an intro para. Now intro para, don't put the gas. Gas means don't write unwanted things. Just 1 or 2 sentences. Are we clear? So guys, since time is running, here on, from chapter number 5, I will just limit to question discussion. Okay. So revision, I'm just pausing it. We will be having a few other sessions too, so don't worry. So here on, we will just limit to question discussion, but I will say what is there in the chapter which I say that I will say. So 30 seconds rest. Within 30 seconds or after 30 seconds, 31st second, I want you to say proceed. Okay. I want all to put P, proceed. Come on, guys. Life is a race. Run, 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 run. Run towards success. Okay. So now audit of items in financial statements. It's a very important chapter. But before you study this chapter, I would like to have a humble advice to you. For those people who are saying like, this chapter is huge, voluminous, again, go to YouTube. I've put a tips video, which I'll say now also. This chapter is just the sum up of many essays. AS, law. Here and there, Caro will come. Then schedule 3. And chapter is voluminous. Okay, you can break it and study. Okay, so can we start? On your mark, get set, go. The financial statement of XYZ Limited show long-term borrowing from bank, financial institution, leasing, hire purchase company. Additionally, company has issued debentures to 1,000 members to raise the funds in accordance with provisions of the Companies Act. The money raised by issuing debentures is also reflected in long-term borrowing. As the auditor of XYZ Limited, X wants to verify the borrowings on the balance sheet represent valid claims. Suggest few audit procedures in this regard. And it's a very general question. Which item you are going to see? Borrowings. Now, a lot of students are asking, ma'am, are we supposed to explain the assertions here? Can you put a reply? Are we going to see the existence? See guys, have they asked you to write the assertions? No, they are just asking you to write few audit procedures. They have not stated the assertions. They're not asking you to state the assertions. So it's a general question. Now think. Practically, you are the auditor. Place yourself in the auditor's position. You'll be auditor soon, guys. Come on. So, first thing, if there is a borrowing, first step is you will obtain a dash from the bank. What you will obtain? From the bank, you will obtain a balance confirmation. And from the bank, I'm asking you. From the bank, you will obtain a balance confirmation. Essay 505. Okay, after the confirmation, okay, and I'm just coming in my flow, I will come to your answers. Now, bank will also say, as a supporting evidence, I will also ask management. Management, are all borrowing shown? From management also, I will obtain a written representation, whether they have shown all properly. From bank, I will ask. From management also, I will ask. From written representation from the management, that all have been recorded. Now, when there is a borrowing, there is a respective P&L account thing. What? You will check whether interest on this has been properly charged? Okay. Interest you will see. Whether interest has been debited. You can't go and simply take the loan. So when there is a loan taken from the bank, borrowing, there should be proper sanction. For sanction, go and read the book. You will verify the minutes book of the meeting, whether it is properly sanctioned. See, money is raised by issuing debentures, etc. Coming to that. You didn't say, we are only stuck with the borrowing. It is raised by debentures. So shouldn't you see the charges? Shouldn't you see the debentures, trust deed, etc. for debentures, etc.? Yes, that's it. Did you understand? Just think of the points and elaborate. Now here I've just written the keywords. When you write, you should write it in a complete sentence. Check minutes book, check charges. No, you'll elaborate in a full sentence. For that, you have to practice few questions. So basically, audit of items in financial statements is divided into two parts: audit of P&L account items and audit of balance sheet items. Okay. Balance sheet items is more important because frequency is more. P&L account is much easier. Caro. Repayment of dues. But see, they are just asking the audit procedure. Caro is reporting requirement. Do we need to write that? Caro's reporting requirement. I've said, look, ma'am, you only said that Caro, wherever you go, I will be there. Don't write irrelevant places. Caro is reporting requirement. Here they have asked only audit procedures. Yeah. So guys, can we go to chapter 6? Yes, you can also see that. Jayashree, yes. Okay, chapter 6. Chapter 6. Audit documentation. At our audit documentation, may I know which essay? Essay 230. So, Essay 230, audit documentation. It's a record of audit procedure, audit evidence, audit conclusion. It serves as the evidence. 3 types of documentation: audit file, audit notebook, completion memoranda. It should be assembled within 60 days. It should be maintained for 7 years. It's only an administrative process. No new procedure, no new conclusions. It's basically the property of auditor. You may disclose it to the client at your discretion, but you should not disclose to the third party unless required by law or with the permission of the client. You are violating which requirement? Confidentiality, if not. Now, there is a link to another topic, SQC. SQC 1 also talks about engagement documentation. Last question. Oh, I said I won't revise, no? Oh, okay. Let it go. Will you document every matter? A peon went and bought 500 rupees some stationery. Will you document that? No. You will document only dash matters. Significant. That's it. Use the word significant. Instead of material, use the word significant. Okay, 14. An important factor in determining the form and content extent of audit documentation is significant matter. Is the extent of professional judgment. Explain clearly, stating the examples of significant matters. That's it. Can you say? For those people who have the class notes, they can go to essay 230 and check the last part of the notes which we have written. Others, what's the answer? Auditor shall document only significant matter as per essay 230. Whether it is significant or insignificant, it requires professional judgment where he will do a dash analysis, where he will do an objective analysis. Now, examples of significant matter. Can you say? Significant risk. Oh, lot of difficulty we faced in audit. Matters arising in material misstatement. Then, modification in audit report or this matter arise in EOMP, OMP. That's it. If you want, you can add fraud or related party, etc. But after this only. So start. As per essay 230, auditor shall document significant matters. Whether it is significant or insignificant, it's based on auditor's professional judgment. It requires objective analysis of facts and circumstances. And I hope all those people who have notes, you saw this. These are the examples. India wants to know. Nikkano pono, nikkanuma ponuma. Should I wait or can I go? Okay, I'll wait for 1 minute. Someone wants to note this. Jayashree, 1 minute. So by that time, what is the next chapter? Next chapter. Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is, what's the name, guys? Audit, completion, and review. Audit report is chapter 8. Audit, completion, and review. Which essays, Pulare? Come on, Cello. Which essays? 560, subsequent events. 570, going concern. Oh, 580, written representation. 500 series. Then, newly added essays. 260, communication with TCWG. 265, communication only, but internal control deficiencies. LOW, LOW, letter of weakness. And 450, evaluation of identified misstatements. So there are two misstatements, identified and uncorrected misstatements. So that's the recap. Now, when will you think of essay 560 in examination hall? Already I said, if you see in the question paper, any events after balance sheet date. Epo 570, you will think. Something happened. Oh, how my company will go. Oh, they are going to close. Ayyo. 580 is WR only, written representation. These two are communication. And then why two essay? This is general. Any significant matter. This is specific. Because internal control deficiency. 450 is evaluation. Identified misstatements. Okay. So someone asked me to wait. Jayashree? Okay. Can we proceed to the Q? Q. Come on, guys. Life is a race. Run, 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 run. 15. Read. CA Manoj is the statutory auditor of the company. He completed the audit and issued the audit report dated 30th June 2024. Before signing the report, written representation dated. Whenever a date comes, it may have some relevance. So pause and read and listen. Dated June 29, 2024, where obtained management of the company. Discuss the significance of date of WR, written representation. Also state whether written representation obtained on June 29th is appropriate. When did we give the audit report? 30th. So what SA 580 said? Come on, recap. As per SA 580, written representation. Okay. Written representation should be obtained near to which date? FS data, audit report data. Not FS, Kuta. It is audit report date. But not very important, but very important, but very important, but very important. Other Jayashree, but very important, but not later. Now, can I know the reason why this? It's obtained near audit report, but not later. One, it should cover subsequent events also. If it is obtained 31st March, it won't cover subsequent events. So that's the reason why we are obtaining near audit report. And assume 31st March year ending. Your audit report date is on 30th June. Events occurring after balance sheet date also you should know. So it is always, you have to obtain your audit report. Now, why not later? Why can't you obtain after audit report date? India wants to know. Why can't you obtain after audit report? Why you can't obtain on 5th July? After your 30th June report, why can't you? Why? See, Allah. No. Very good. See, written representation necessarily is an audit evidence. And if you remember in SA 700, date of audit report, you remember date of report? Again, go back and check the notes. In that we have written, date of audit report should not be earlier than, the date on which you have obtained the report. Only after you have obtained evidence, you should date your report. Connect ayo, connect acha. Are we connecting? So these 2 points you should write there. So you'll start as per SA 580. Written representation. Written representation should be obtained near audit report date, but not later. Why? One, it should cover subsequent events. Second, written representation is necessarily an audit evidence. Therefore, our audit report should be only after obtaining evidence. So it should not be later. Facts over. Provisions over. Now you'll write facts of the case. In the given case, audit report is 30th June, obtained on 29th. Therefore, Ganesha, appropriate or inappropriate? He was asking. Answer is 29th is appropriate. No. Therefore, it is appropriate. Even it can be obtained on 30th morning, I guess. That's also fine. Not later. Makla, Chella, can we go to 16? See, why not later? Because written representation necessarily provides audit evidence. Alle. In essay 700, we have discussed audit report in the data should be only after you have obtained evidence. So it should be only after you have obtained written representation. Is that clear? Since written representation is an evidence, your audit report date only should be after obtaining representation. Who asked me? Elijah? Elijah? Okay. Okay. 16th. And I want a promotion. Say, come on, come on, come on, come on. Eda, come on, promote me. No. Eda, say, come on. No, I don't want promotion. I want come on. Hey, mama. Yo. While conducting the audit of BYN Limited, CAY notices that company has lost one of the key market along important customers. Shock. Additionally, several highly successful competitors has emerged, impacting business of the company. Despite existence of material uncertainty, CAY finds use of going concern basis appropriate. The company has also disclosed adequately. How would you deal this matter in audit report? You can just quote for that question. Okay, 560 you may quote. And so come on, in essay 570, going concern. Okay, those who have the notes, tell me which heading. Is it going concern concept, or is it objective, or is it indicators? Which heading? I said identify essay, going concern. Which heading? It's not indicators, Kuta. See, they have asked you report. So which heading? RR. RR means what? Reporting requirements. In reporting requirement, there is case 1, case 2, case 3, etc. Which case? Going concern appropriate, going concern inappropriate, going concern is appropriate but material uncertainty. Which one? It is going concern is appropriate but there is a material uncertainty. So what we are supposed to do? And is it disclosed or not disclosed in FS? It is disclosed. So what are we supposed to do? So put the heading up, going concern. Then you will write, as per essay 570, as an auditor, we have to obtain evidence whether, you just write in one sentence, whether going concern is appropriately followed. If there is an uncertainty, report. One sentence intro. If there is an adequate disclosure regarding material uncertainty, auditor will issue dash opinion. Which opinion? Unmodified opinion. But to draw users' attention, okay, he will add a separate para called as material uncertainty on going concern, where he will describe the matter without modifying the opinion. Usually in classes, I've even said drafting can be asked. You remember, if drafting is asked, here drafting no need. You will put the heading, then you will write, describe, and our opinion is not modified. Come on, guys. Just few more questions. 20 questions. 17, 18, 19, 20. Only 4 more questions. ചെയ്യണോ വേണ്ടയോ? പണണമോ വേണ്ടാമ? You say. Do you want me to do or not? Do? Right. And 17th, 18th, actually, I don't want to discuss. You know why? But we'll discuss, Keto. But, both are direct questions. Chapter 18. Sorry. Chapter 8. Audit report. Here in this chapter, what all are covered? Which series? 700. 700, forming an opinion and reporting on FS. 701, key audit matters. 705, modification. 706, EOMP, OMP. Emphasis of matter para, other matter para. 710, comparative information. It can be corresponding figures and comparative FS. May I know, when you hear about 710, which other essay will come to the mind? 710 has a sister concern, sister essay. No, not 520. It is 510, opening balance. Opening balance. Okay. 720 is just for linking other info we don't have in syllabus. What else is there in chapter 8, guys? What else is there? 143 section of co-act is there. Duties of auditor. Then CARO is there. Makla, chalo, CARO is important. So here they have asked a direct question on CARO. Statutory dues. Transactions with related party. So just we'll say the clause number and go. Statutory dues. Okay. Clause 7. How will you write for the exam? Those who have attended the CARO session, it's there in the YouTube also, I said. Okay. How will you write? As per. I've taught you, in that session. Para 3. Okay. Of the order. Clause number 7. Statutory dues is divided into 2. Undisputed dues and disputed dues. Undisputed dues you will report if it is outstanding for more than 6 months. More than. Disputed dues you will report. You have to report irrespective of time, what, amount, and where, forum. That's it. Transactions with related party. May I know which clause of CARO? Those who have attended the CARO session, didn't we draw a chart on CARO? Asset related clauses, related party related clauses. In that related party related clauses, 4 clauses were there. Clause 3, loans. Clause 4, this one, compliance with 185, 186. Clause 13, transactions with related party. Clause 15, non-cash transaction. Didn't we say these 4 clauses are related party? Which clause? Again, as per para 3, clause number, very good, 13. How to write? 13. Just one sentence. You have to check compliance with the. Whenever there is related party, risk is high. 177 audit committee and 188 of Companies Act are complied. If not, auditor will report the contravention. How's the Josh? You want rest of 1 minute? No. No. Vanda. If you don't want, why I want? Okay. Okay, then go. Chapter 9. Go. Go. Poya. Po. Go. Come on, guys. Different types of entities, right? Section 77. And now don't see the section and say, Arey, ma'am, what is this? Rest of the content read. No. But whenever big question comes, just pause and read the last sentence. Now let's try that. Under which circumstances can be excised by central government? So central government, they are asking. Now read. In multi-state cooperative society, central government can order special audit. Now, with these two sentences, you can start writing the answer. There are 3 cases in multi-state. Special audit, enquiry, inspection. Special audit is ordered by. Why everyone silent? All gone for dinner? Come back to business, guys. Ayyo. Special audit is ordered by central government. Enquiry is ordered by Amma, who's mother of multi-state? Central registrar. He will appoint the inspector. So that's just the revision. Now here they are asking you a direct question. 3 marks, maybe. Under which circumstances they will order? 3 cases. You know, 1, they are not practicing as per commercial or sound business practices. They are not practicing ethically. Second, endanger the solvency. No one likes this chapter or what? One more case. Causes damage to industry or trade. But it's a direct question here. Why you guys are staring at me? Now I will stare at you. Okay, leave it. I know in our mentoring we didn't revise this. Leave it, guys. Till now you guys were saying no. And is my audio breaking? No. Okay. So let's go. So in this chapter, Ella, I've already done a tips video. Those who don't like this chapter, kindly go to the tips video and just see. Just search my name and then search audit of different entity tips. Okay. So just hear out the tips. I will do one more video within 2 days about this chapter. So just hear out the tips and just try to follow and see whether you love this chapter or not. Love means try to love. Bank audit. Can we go? Only 2 more questions, guys. We are going to reach the destination. Now go with the calculator for the exam. You may need to compute. Compute the drawing power. Bank audit chapter, we revised already. You remember? Provision calculation, they can ask you. Drawing power, they can ask you. How much income to be recognized in P&L account, they can ask you. Okay. So compute the drawing power. Guys, do you know what is the drawing power? Stock. From that, you will reduce the creditors. Now you will get the paid up stock. In that, you will adjust the margin, stock value. Then you will get the debtor. Then you will take the debtors. From that old debtors, you will minus. In that debtors, again, you will adjust the margin. Add. Compute, guys. For those people who have attended the class, same, not the same, a similar question, maybe value is different, I've shown in class. And I've given you chocolate for those who said the answer. Compute. Alli Nikita, you remember that? Eda, come on. Others, can you compute? Stock 60,000. Okay. From that, 10,000 you will minus. Stock minus creditors. Okay. So 50,000 is the what stock? Paid up stock. Now, margin is 30%. Why I am alone here? 30% of 50,000, which is 15,000. So, it comes to 35,000. Now, you got the stock. Now, second one is debtors. How much is the debtors? 55,000. From debtors, you will adjust old debtors. How much is the old debtors? 15. Minus, no? How much? But no one is helping me out. 40 alla. Margin is 40%. 40,000, 40% is 16,000. How much you will get? 24,000. And in the RTP, there is a small mistake I felt. I don't know whether it's mistake. I felt they have written here as 16,000. I felt it was a small mistake there. Okay. Now add it 35 plus 24, 59,000. Now wait, what is the sanctioned limit? 48. So now can you say, how much can you draw? Is it 59,000 or is it 48,000? Answer is whichever is lower. So the answer is 48,000. Satana. I've seen one thing, okay? You guys are well versed with essays. Other topics is the issues, I guess. I don't know. Actually, other topic is scoring than essays, but majority of you are well versed with essays because whenever I am discussing essay question, answers coming like this, and other topic is like, what happened? It should be the other way around. Essays is difficult to score the marks. Other topic is easier. Why? Okay. Anyway, last question for the session. Okay. Let's bash, guys. Chapter 11, Ethics and Terms of Engagement. Which essays are here? 210, Agreeing on the Terms of Engagement. 220, Quality Control. SQC 1. Eda, after the session, please wait for 2 minutes, sir. Don't go off. I have to ask you something. Okay. Then one more topic is there, ethics. Yeah. Okay. Directly going to the question. ABC and Associate is an audit firm. Has been approached by a prospective client that has been in the business of 10 years for the conduct of a audit of FS. Before accepting the audit engagement, firms want to access the integrity of the prospective client with regard to the assessment of integrity, which matter should be considered by the firm. If you remember, we have discussed a client comes, he is having black money, he is doing narcotics business. You know, Laletan has said narcotics is a dirty business. You remember these things? You can't, client is not a fruit to cut and see. Chakyo mangyo, come on. How to evaluate integrity of the client? You will see his nature of business. What business operations they are doing. Then you will see his reputation. And those who are having class note, take SQC1. In that, acceptance and continuation, you see and reply. Nature of business, you will see. Reputation, you will see. Then fees. Very good. Why they have been giving low fees? Then whether they are incurred in money laundering activity, whether they are imposing any limitation, attitude of the client. Did you get those? So guys, that's it. So I'm really sorry, 5 minutes delay. That's we said till 9:30, 5 minutes mainly because in between that class was paused. No, that was unexpected. So that's it. How was the RTP discussion? Actually, it was not just RTP discussion. If I had discussed RTP alone, it would have been over in 1 hour, 5 minutes. Rest of the 55 minutes, we were doing the recap. Okay. So I will just post this in the YouTube also if you want to discuss it. I mean, if you want to view this later. Okay. So 1 second. So guys, those who are in live YouTube, tata, that's it. Others, here just stay back.